Here's SGA. He has 6. And stolen by LeBron. And pushing it up. There's Seattle. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Phenomenal playmaking instincts from Holiday. Getting the ball to a ready shooter on time and on target.
Pass to Nesmith. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Nesmith can't get it to go. Floats one. And Gilgeous-Alexander with the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Nesmith with the ball. Now SGA defending. They get it back.
And another miss. Whew. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 11. Snatched up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Seattle trails by 8. James with it. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Leading by 8. After this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Pass to LeBron. And Ware pulls it down. And here's SGA. Wide open look here for Murray. Here's Nesmith. Traps in the tray. Nesmith has got 6.
Boy, a player as versatile as Anunoby is extremely valuable. You know, he gives you defense, scoring, plus he can make a play or two as well.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for Seattle. Down by 15. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. And LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Where? Good.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
Outside, Green. Back to James. Oh, that's blocked. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And once again off the mark by Seattle. Pass to Ware. Outside, George. And stolen by Hart. And Hart throws it down.
Way too easy for Hart. This is why the defense has to push him out of the paint.
Stolen by Anunoby. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keyshawn George. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
6 to shoot. Over in the corner, Green. And Green slams it in.
Green showing you some real attitude on that throwdown.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, guys. A new generation is entering the league. And Draymond Green said these young dudes talk a lot of mess. I don't mind it at all. It's just weird to be in a space where they're like, man, I watched you my whole life. But then they're also talking crazy, saying, you had your run, you're old now. Guys, back to you.
Yep, it flips quick, doesn't it? Thank you, Allie. Back to Hart. And Hart throws it down.
For his size and position, I don't know if there's a better rebounder on the offensive board than Josh Hart. Relentless and has a great nose for the ball.
George up top. Still yet to score.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And George drops them both.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Burks' shot is good.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. A minute 42 left here in the second. Kicks it out to Wagner. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Bay sets a screen. The 3. Seattle grabs the miss. And Hart with a clear path to the hoop. And he comes up with the deuce. Hart's got 6.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're gonna get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. they can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Outside, SGA. The kick out to Holiday. And it's off from three-point range. And Hart throws it down.
Great dish from Nurkic there. He really has a sixth sense for those reads.
In the corner, Bay with it. Offline with his three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now James. Right wing. Back to Nesmith. 5 on the clock. Seattle needs to get off a shot. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Up 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving inside. Can't get it to fall. The tray. James buries the three.
Well, you know, defensively, you try to keep LeBron out of the lane, but then he drops that on you.
Well, Clark, for a while, people kept asking, how long will LeBron play? It's almost like they've given up on that question now. He's played for so long and so well.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable in his longevity and excellence, but eventually Father Time wins out. He's a superhero right now, and I think always will be. I can't imagine that he'll overstay his ability to play at a high level. So we'll see what that brings.
Pass to Burks. And it's Hart, top of the key. Right side, Green. Sinks the 15-footer. Green's got 6.
The closer the better for Draymond, but once he's in his comfort zone, he's good to go.
And here is Dosunmu. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. 5 to shoot. Over LeBron. And that one hits back iron.
Working from medium range, he was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
Down low. Stolen. Now here's SGA in transition. Here's Wagner. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Burks on the wing. Shoots over Dosunmu. Burks can't get it to go. Inside. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
Just 1 bucket and 5 attempts so far this half. They are looking for a spark offensively.
Here's James. Oh, the athletic move by LeBron James.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Teams making substitutions here. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Bay. No good on the 3. Here's Anunoby. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 16. Hits the 3-point bomb. Murray's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Over to the wing. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Seattle trails by 3. Pass to Burks. Back to Anunoby. Now, here's Burks. Seattle missing again. Here's SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander. Excellent touch around the rim.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Pass to Anunoby. From past the arc. Burks can't get it to go. It's stolen by Green. And there's the foul. It's on Keegan Murray. That is his first foul of the game. And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button and figure out how to slow his roll.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. 1:37 left in the third. Back to Nesmith. Just 5 to shoot. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. .124 left in the third. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20 points.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Oh, strong inside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Josh Hart.
And you really have to appreciate the steady effort of Gilgeous-Alexander. The game looks like it comes easy to him, but he is one of the hardest workers on the floor.
Green, the screen. James, that's a two-pointer. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. LeBron's got 7 now in this quarter. Spins. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Hart. Here's Nesmith. He has 6. Pass to James. Lets it go with a 3.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
And I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. in time. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third. They lead by
the visiting team, 46.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And it's Seattle with the ball. 9-point game. Driving the lane. It's blocked. Outside, SGA. They grab their own miss. Here's Ware. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. To the paint. Anunoby. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Green gets it to go.
You've got to respect Green at the arc. If he gets open out there, he can make you pay.
Outside for Murray. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
Green, the screen. James looking it over. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Inside, Green can be very aggressive and physical, allowing him to do work scoring the ball.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
Both good from the line that time.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Second team foul.
Oh, a big move by LeBron.
Man, I like seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
SGA, no good. Seattle trails by 7. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Outside, George trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. James up top, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Hey, you want to try to guard LeBron, good luck. I mean, the king is impossible to stop. Fast, strong, smart, tough, creative, draws lots of fouls.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. In the corner, George with it. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow, he was left open.
Anunoby outside. Got a hand on it. And they'll get another chance. Shot clock at 5. LeBron outside. Over Holiday. James misses.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
Here's Green. James outside. Off target from outside.
If he were just a touch more efficient tonight, I think the score would look a lot different.
Stolen by Anunoby. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. And And it wasn't a very happy huddle. Coach told the team, quote, "We need to be better with the ball. We're committing too many turnovers. It's hurting us." Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Now Holiday.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside, SGA. Just 4 to shoot. Pulls it from 20. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Seattle ball.
It's James. Knocks down the 3.
Setting the table for his teammates, James. Enjoys sharing and passing the ball and getting others involved, I think, more than any other aspect of his game.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Hart covering. And it's good.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
Ron right side.
Look, the physicality has always stood out with LeBron. It's been obvious, but his basketball IQ is what makes him such a special player. I mean, he sees the game like very few ever have.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Cleared away by Hart. And so James will bring it up for Seattle.
Such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Both free throws good from James.
We've come to expect this from him in these situations. Extremely calm under pressure.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
James. And he drives in.
Boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Stolen by Anunoby. James with it to take the lead. Buries the deep ball. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
This is what it comes down to. This shot could win the game. Not much time left, but they have just enough to execute a play.
Substitution on the court.
And stolen by Anunoby. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Timeout.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. What do you think we're going to see here?
I think this has to be a lob close enough to the basket so you can tip it in. No time for a catch and shoot.
So a close game sees Seattle taking this. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish.